Hey everyone, it's Monica Regan here, and I am your independent epicure consultant coming to you with week 8 of my weekly meal prep videos. And I am just loving these so much. I love all the nutritious food we're getting into ourselves, the extra vegetables and the extra fruit because everything's prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to be sharing with you this week some breakfast, some lunch, and some dinner options that I have prepped. And you can follow along if you want to and try these out for yourselves. So we'll start with breakfast. I have done something a little different this week. I have baked my eggs in the oven. Now, I posted a kitchen hack on my Facebook VIP group that I hadn't tried, and people called me out on it. So I tried it this week, and it works. I did open up one of the eggs. It was boiled all the way through or cooked all the way through. So these guys, I'm probably going to make these into an egg salad, but I just hadn't quite committed all the way to that. So I've left them hard boiled in case we decide to use them differently. And I will be using our lemon dilly to flavor those with a little mayo if I do go for the egg salad route. I've also pre-chopped a bunch of green onions here so I could throw those in. That would be really lovely and tasty. So those eggs obviously are going to be handy for breakfast. I have also made some cornmeal muffins I just kept the sugar really low in them. You could throw lots of stuff in these. You could throw some cheese in. You could throw some of our CCB, cheddar, chives, and bacon mix, which is the vegan bacon. You could throw in some whole corn. You could do a lot of different things like corn niblets. You can do a lot of different things with these to make them really yummy and tasty. And you could make them sweet too, but I think savory for cornbread just feels right. So these are gluten-free. I used cornmeal and quinoa flour in them, which is something I'd never tried baking with before, and they turned out really well. So I'm pretty excited about those. I also have these Pulse Plus wraps, which I thought were gluten-free, and they're actually not gluten-free. They do have some wheat in them, so I won't use those again, but I do know that you can get these kind of wraps completely gluten-free, and you can usually find them even at your regular grocery stores now. The other thing I did was, and this is going to be just breakfast and or snacky, is I did our Chocolatey Temptation cupcake mix with some zucchini, and I baked it as a loaf. So this is our rectangular steamer, but you can use it as if you don't have a lot of space and you don't want to keep a banana bread style pan or loaf pan in your collection as well. You can use this. So the nice thing about it as well is it has a lid, so I can actually keep it stored with its lid on here if I want to. So I did that up. I added some zucchini in it to try to make it a little more healthy. It does have some sugar in it, so it'll be like a little snack or a sweet breakfast one morning. The next thing I did was I did a, what is this? This is cauliflower and broccoli casserole. So this is one of those, it's vegan, or well, no, it's not vegan, it has cheese in it, so it's vegetarian. But it is, you could put chicken in here, you could put lots of different stuff in here if you wanted to. I kept it pretty simple. I did broccoli and cauliflower, did 2 cups of each. The only thing I regret about this is that I didn't make more because I want to eat this right now, and I could eat like a quarter of it. So this is probably only a 4-person portion, and I really could have done a bigger one. So cauliflower, broccoli, just cut them into small pieces, and then I put in some oat milk with a bunch of seasonings, which I forgot to grab, but I'm going to grab for you just to show you how easy these are to use. So first and foremost, I could have chopped up an onion, but I wanted to do this quick, so I used our toasted onion along with a little bit of oat milk. I used our minced garlic along with a little bit of oat milk. I should have already said that. Salt and pepper and some cornstarch. And just got that kind of thickening up a little bit, added it on top, and then I just threw on some grated cheese, and you could use Jack, you could use mozzarella, you could use cheddar, you could use whatever you want, really. You could do this, a spicy version of it. You could add in a little sriracha, and then I mixed that up with some cornmeal And I also add a little salt and pepper and a little bit of the garlic and toasted onion into the cheese, the grated cheese, cornmeal, and blended that up with the seasonings, and then I sprinkled that on top and baked it until it was nice and crispy on the top. So that is going to be our vegetarian casserole with some dairy in it, but I did use oat milk instead of milk, just the cheese is the dairy. You could go with a Daya style vegan cheese if you wanted to, and see if how that works out as a nice baked topping on there, but it is gluten-free. And then next up, now we in Vancouver and in Canada, I believe they go across Canada, have a company called the Good Butcher, and they do vegetarian meat, as it were. And so this is not sponsored by them. It's just something we're trying out. These are their beef burger style burgers. They are made with mushroom and oats. So they are actually don't appear that, and unless I've got the packaging, yeah, they don't appear to be a soy-based, but they do have soy-based products. They also have beans. And what I did for those is I made up our big burger sauce. Now this particular product is not available at the moment. This is February. It will in all likelihood come back in the summer catalog, which will be our next catalog being released in a couple of months. But if you have some at home, the big burger sauce we can make with these is fantastic. So I'm gonna be slathering those with a little bit of this. I might spread them out on some wraps and add in some baby kale, maybe some tomatoes, maybe some cucumbers, and we're gonna maybe cut those up and wrap them, or we might pull out some gluten-free burger buns and do them as actual burgers. So either way, we've got really some good options there for lunch and or dinner. The next thing up, and this is the one I am the most excited about, is we're gonna do a poke style bowl, or what could also be called a sushi bowl, like a what do they call it when you take it apart? My brain, whenever I do these, I always forget what I'm talking about. Deconstructed, that's the word, deconstructed. Deconstructed sushi bowl. So I have a lot of these glass bowls. These are a 4-cup crap bowl. They have these lovely silicone lids, but I also use them to actually put my salads and things like that in, and they are perfect for those kind of nourish bowls, Buddha bowls, sushi bowls, poke bowls, you name it, even soup, whatever you want to use in a nice and big bowl, a 4-cup portion, or this is a max 4-cup size, but you can do it whatever portion you want. It's a nice big bowl, not going to spill out of there. So what I did was I made up in our round steamer a big batch. In fact, I probably made more than we need, so I might be adding this into some of our other foods this week, but I made up some brown rice. And what I did to season the brown rice is I actually put in our miso broth and added water, and then put that in the microwave to steam. Now, obviously, you can do your brown rice on the stovetop if you are not a microwave person. The one thing that once I have been converted back into using microwaves after a little research and deciding that it was something that I felt comfortable using and saw actually some real benefits from using a microwave over traditional other methods of cooking, is that I can put the lid on, I can put it in the microwave, I can set the timer, and I just forget about it. I constantly burn rice, burn quinoa, burn grains on the stovetop because I get distracted all the time. So when I'm distracted, that can happen really easily. I love that I don't have to think about that in the microwave. It's just not likely to burn, you know, unless I really have the timing way off or put an extra digit on the timer or something. It's just not an issue. The silicone is also so lovely to clean. It's so quick and easy, just wipes out. It can go in the dishwasher. And if you want to use these silicone dish cookware that we have, it does go in the oven. This I did all in the oven. Up to 425 degrees safely. So that's pretty cool. They are great because they're useful for both. And they are dishwasher safe, so they're super easy to clean as is. I throw them in the dishwasher if there's enough space. If not, it's so quick and easy to clean them. You never have to scrub, nothing sticks to them. They're fantastic. So what I did was, I haven't thawed these out because I'm not going to do this today, but I knew that I had some tuna steaks in the freezer. So I just popped those out so you could kind of get a visual for them. I'm going to probably just do a quick, what do you call that when you fry it just quickly on the outside, just so it's seared. That was the word, seared. Sear the outside. And I'm going to do that with the tuna. Stick it on the rice. I'm gonna add on some carrots. I did these carrots. Look at these lovely little matchstick carrots I made. Now you might see my Spider-Man Band-Aid here, and that is because I was using our amazing, really great mandolin, but I did not use the food guard, and I should know better because this thing is sharp. So I nicked my finger a little bit. The food guard that it comes with will keep your fingers safe if you choose to use it, as I didn't. So this you has a little grip here, and you put your veg or whatever you're cutting up on here, and you can slice up. So it comes with a julienne setting to do like little tiny matchsticks like that, but it also comes with a slightly wider one, so you can do more traditional julienne. And this is the slicing option I have on here right now. These pop off really easily. They just come up like that, and then you put on the one you want. This one I used to slice up are cucumbers. So this is the cucumbers that I did, and I did them kind of flat, and then I just diagonally cut through them. So you can see they're nice and thin, and I think that's gonna be really good in my little deconstructed sushi bowl here. So I have my rice, my tuna, my carrots, my cucumbers. I've got I chopped up a bunch of green onions, as I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna throw some of those on there, and the thing I am most excited about is the sauce. Now, we have some amazing spices, pre-mixed beautiful spices for Asian seasoning. I may or may not use those when I am doing up the tuna, but what I am definitely going to be doing is putting on this teppanyaki. This is a brand new product. It's actually on a taste test this month in February, and I would not be surprised to see it appear in our next catalog. It is so good. Fabulous sauce, super quick and easy to make, but the flavor is unbelievable. So this is, you mix it up with a little bit of mayo, a little bit of sesame oil, and some rice vinegar. And it is so good. It's going to be amazing on tuna, on meat. It's going to be fantastic just for a little bit on rice. Really, really, really beautiful taste. Really like nice ginger. Oh, it's just, I just want to eat it. So definitely see about trying that out if it makes its way into a catalog as a great sauce for some Asian dishes. And that's it. So we're going to mix and match these for meals this week. We're going to maybe have some for lunch, some for dinner. And of course, we had our breakfast here. I'm probably going to do up a little bit of boiled eggs. I'm probably going to make those into egg salad, but you know, I like having them around too, because sometimes we just chop them up and put a little avocado on, and then put some sliced egg on top of that, and put a little bit of our bagel seasoning on. Oh, so lovely. So there's lots of options, but yeah, I had those, and we had the cornbread, we have our broccoli and cauliflower casserole, which I will definitely be doubling the recipe for next time. We've got our burgers with our beautiful burger sauce, and then of course our deconstructed sushi bowl, which is going to be amazing for this week. So I'm so glad if you guys stuck here all the way to the end. And if you are watching this from my VIP group, I'd love you to like and subscribe to this video on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, head on over to my VIP group to get all the details about this. The link is below. Have an amazing day, everyone. Mwah. Take care.